Hi, greetings. As a part of a science project, we are going to carry out an interview among the students based on the topic obesity. Obesity, nevertheless, has a great impact in the lives of teenagers. A person who is obese are more likely to have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, breathing problems such as asthma, joint problems, psychological problems, anxiety, depression, and etc. Take a hit at both of these persons. In your opinion, which one of them is obese? Correct! The person on the left is obese, while on the right is not. Now, let's move on and interview the students. Okay. Unfortunately, we do not have the interview footage due to several reasons. However, we do indeed have the records of the interview. We have interviewed two students, one being normal weight student and the other an obese student. These are the questions that we asked them. Since when they are obese, what they usually eat every day, how often do they exercise, what they normally do at home during weekends, what they usually buy at the school canteen and the school corporate, their favorite food and drink, and do they always lay down on their bed during their free times? Based on our conclusion that we have made, the first student is never obese. He usually eats nasi lemak for breakfast, chicken rice for lunch, and spaghetti for dinner. He exercises 3 times a week. Next, he usually uses his smartphone and do his homework at home during the weekends. After that, he usually buys noodles and any beverages of his choosing, like iced Milo at the school canteen. He usually buys ice cream at the school corporate. He favors pizza and iced lemon tea. Finally, he rarely lays down in his bed during his free times. Next, let's look at the second student, Muhammad Amin. He has been obese since year 6. He usually eats nothing for breakfast, chicken rice for lunch, and fast food for dinner. He only exercises 1 time a day. Next, he uses his smartphone and play board games with his friends at home during the weekends. After that, he usually buys burgers with Teh-O ice at the school canteen and buys junk food like chocolate at the school corporate. Next, he favors fried rice and iced tea. Finally, he also rarely lays down on his bed during his free times. As a summary from the results of the interview, a normal weight student consumes moderate heavy meals every day, like nasi lemak and chicken rice. They also exercise often, usually 3 times a week, and buys acceptable items at the school canteen, and the school corporate, like ice cream. They also rarely lay down on their bed during their free times. In contrast, an obese student usually eats nothing for breakfast, heavy meal for lunch, and fast food for dinner. They rarely exercise and buys unhealthy food at the school canteen and the school corporate, like burgers and potato chips. From this result, we get to know the basic lifestyle of students in this school on a very small scale. For your information, the percentage of obesity in the school is at 30%. that is almost 600 students who are obese. Why this happen? What caused it? For answers, let's move on to another result that we have made. We have also made a survey handed out to 22 students each. The survey contains the student's name, their age, and a couple of opinions based on questions. The questions are asked as follows: their favorite food and drink, exercise routine, daily food intake, school canteen meal that they usually buy, fast food intake, vegetables and fruit intake, what they usually do while eating and picking the food they like eating the most. Based on our solid conclusion that we have made, 50% of all students prefer fast food like pizza, pasta and spaghetti, whereas 4% of students favor fruits. The rest prefer heavy meals such as fried rice and chicken rice. After that, 41% of all students like iced beverages like iced tea. 27 students like milk drinks such as milk tea and Milo. 9% favor mineral water. 4% like carbonated drinks like 100 plus, and the remaining 19% are unclassified drinks like coffee and lemon tea. Next, the exercise routine. According to our records, the majority of students exercise less than 3 times a week and 1 time a day. At 32%, 27% exercise 4 to 5 times a week, and 9% exercise 2 times. Below that is the daily food intake of students. Unfortunately, the selections are limited, but we have still gathered a decent information. The highest percentage for breakfast is nasi lemak and tea or mineral water at 36%. The rest can be seen on the pie chart. For the lunch is according to the chart. Also dinner. Next, the school canteen meal that students usually buy the most. Surprisingly, 36% of students buy fast food, whereas 32% buy snacks and heavy meals. 68% of students do not bring packed food to school, whereas 32% do. Next, the fast food intake of students. 41% of students take fast food a few times a week. 32% take fast food once a week, and 27% rarely take fast food. Surprisingly, the percentage of students who consume fast food every day is 0%. The vegetables and fruits intake percentage is interesting. The highest percentage of students, 50%, take them once a day. 23% take them more than 3 times a day and twice a day. 4% 0 times a day. Next is what do they usually do while eating. 45% talk with friends while eating. 32% watch television, and 23% use the computer or smartphone. Finally, the last question is picking the food they like eating the most. The heavy meal is well balanced. 59% of students like nasi ayam, whereas 41% like the KFC chicken bucket. In the snacks, both opinions, chocolate fruit salad is equal at 50%. As a fair conclusion from the survey, a lot of students do not exercise much, take a bunch of fast food, but is balanced by eating heavy meals, consume ice and milk drinks, and rarely consume vegetables and fruits. Pause. This is not a real fight. This is a part of a HD online stream movie that you can watch in our modernized and innovative app, MUBG. Not PUBG, yeah? MUBG is a subscription-based streaming service that offers online streaming of a variety of movies, as many movies as you want, to family or friends, on any platform, whether on your phone, computer, or even TV. Movie like Avengers Endgame, Shazam, Boba Boy the Movie 2, Spider-Man Far From Home, and many more can be watched in clear HD as long as you stay subscribed to MUBG. Now, getting ready to go to the cinema to watch movies is never a problem. You can use MUBG anywhere. As a few examples, you can watch MUBG at your home or your workplace. Get the MUBG app now. The first 20 people to install our app will receive a lifetime subscription. Hello, what's up, man? This is Arvin. I'm from 2KRK. Okay, today I'd like to share you super things you need to do in your home without using any equipment in the house. Okay? Before you start any other exercise, you need to do your warm-up. Your warm-up is very, very important, and especially for your legs, your muscles, and even your hands, your bones. Okay, example, right? When you are running like that, then you all cramp. You won't be like that. Okay, so the first one is, before you start, let's do this first. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. And then next you go to the behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we go to the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you go like that if possible for this hand. Add 5 seconds. 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you go hand like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Then before you start with the legs, you need to jump forward. Okay. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then when you're ready, then you start with the leg. Okay. Go like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go next leg. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you are ready to start with the normal one. Go that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You ready? Start. Especially when you are doing this part, it's really good for footballers and even rugby players. Okay? Go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little bit easier. Okay, now when you start with the push-up, okay, start with the timer, okay. You may start with the timer, okay. Where's the timer? Okay, where's the timer? With a push-up of 40 minutes. Okay, okay, for beginners. Okay. Okay. Start with the push-up. Okay. Ah. You start. Go 1 for beginners. 2, 3, 4. Okay. This is just for beginners. Yeah. For sit up. Are you ready? You are ready? Follow me. Answer this. That. Answer this. Go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Repeat this 10 seconds. Okay, now 10 seconds up. We'll take a 1 minute break. Hello man, have you install our Mobigy app? Focus. 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 This force is always in you. Focus. Focus. Focus! Okay. After you have finished the 2-3 minutes rest, you need to start with the plank. Okay. You need to go the hands like this and do it for 10 seconds. That's enough. Leg must be like that. Okay. Firm it. Push up. Okay. Same as push up. Okay. You need to go plank for 5 seconds. Ready? Go. Okay. That's enough. That's all for now. Thank you very much. A doctor will usually suggest that a person has obesity if they have a high body mass index. Obesity is generally caused by eating too much and moving too little. If you consume high amounts of energy, particularly fat and sugars, but don't burn off the energy through exercise and physical, much of the surplus energy will be stored by the body as fat. Boys and girls, come on. We do not deny that the obesity problem in our country, Malaysia, is very dangerous. According to the World Health Organization, the percentage of obesity in Malaysia has reached a critical level in 2018. The percentage went up to 30% of all populations, which is almost 6 million people, especially in schools. These astounding large numbers need to be taken seriously. Take a brief look at the variety of foods sold in the school canteen. Almost all the food here consisted of unhealthy food like burgers, nuggets, sausages, and french fries. Oh, now I know. Not only the school canteen is sold with unhealthy food, the school corporate sells even better items. 96 of all the items are junk food and carbonated or high sugar beverages. The corporate is visited by up to 70 students every day, especially during recess. Conversely, obesity doesn't only affect the adults or elders, but teenagers and even children are growing with obesity. There must be a way to avoid all these issues. Boys and girls, obesity is a big problem, but there are always solutions to every problem, aren't they? Of course! There are steps to avoid yourself from getting obese. Number 1. Always keep a balanced diet. Maintain a good quantity of what you eat. For each food classes, for example, if you eat a lot of fat, make sure you eat a lot of fiber too. Number 2. Exercise often. The fat you eat must be burned off eventually, so that they don't accumulate over time. Activities such as cycling, swimming, and jogging can do the trick. Thirdly, reduce eating junk food. Reduce eating a lot of junk food such as chocolate because they contain sugar and fat. Moreover, junk food can make you crave more for it. So reduce it all costs. And last but not least, motivate yourself. Increase your motivation to exercise, keeping a balanced diet through parent support so you don't feel like giving up losing weight easily. I am Arin Raj, so bye-bye.
So, my advice to all those who want to lose weight, keep trying and never give up. Keep yourself motivated. Do not feel down by people's judges towards you. My name is Moiz bin Jafar. I bid you all adieu. Goodbye.
Macam ni, berat. Macam ni, berat. I'm very tired today. Very tired. I don't know what to do. Very tired. I want some water. England. Time, but not very tired. No, I am Mr. Harinraj, having been married 38 years old. Nampak macam 58 tahun. Ini pokok lagi. Ini pokok dumbbell 1. Ini pokok dumbbell 2. Ini pokok dumbbell 2/2. Sekarang ni Alin nak tanam lagi satu pokok kat sini. Tolonglah bos, tolonglah, tolonglah.
Saya bagi punya kaki lah. Tolonglah. Saya tak mau lah. Tolonglah. Jangan bully saya.
You banyak cakap apa salah? You kena masuk dalam obesity. Dan you narrator. You faham atau tidak?
Saya tahu you kan saya. Tolonglah. Jangan bully saya. Tolonglah. Jangan tekan saya. Tanah. Tolonglah.
Banyak sembang lah. Kau boleh tumbang lah. Oh, itu macam ambil.
Jangan. Tolong.
This is pokok dumbbell kursi 3. You know that pokok dumbbell kursi 3. And you know that from pokok anak paling come. So we will check for the another 20 years later. And we will see you. I mungkin tak tahu lah jadi apa.